is a pretty young company. We've only been around for about 3 years. We design automated solutions for warehouse applications. We'll store your goods, import them, export them out of the warehouse, and automate every bit of that. We design the machines, we design all software internally. Even if it's necessary, we'll build your warehouse and just automate everything within it. We focus on Belgium as the beginning market, but we also work in Germany, we work in France, and in the USA. We have a new plant.
Movu is a brand new company. There was no set goal, there was no set process. It wasn't just translating it, it was building the processes up from scratch.
I'm responsible for the mechatronic design team. This is already the first challenge into making sure that those people work together and to give them the right tools to do so. Once we finish our design, it also has to be handed over to our colleagues of production engineering that need to take our engineering BOM and transform it into manufacturing BOM to make sure that these people get all the right information, all the right tools at the right time. We need a good PLM solution. One of the reasons we chose for Siemens is because it gives the opportunity to really go to complete digital environments, so digital factories, complete integration of all the products. We looked at Teamcenter, we also looked at Teamcenter X, but for us and for the company that we wanted to be, looking at the scaling that we want to do, Teamcenter X looked like the solution for us.
The fact that it's in the cloud means that we don't have to worry about the server. We don't have to worry too much about our own IT issues. It allowed us to centralize all of our data and our files and also all our workflows.
Movu is looking to the worldwide market, and the cloud solutions are a big advantage of that because the cloud is not limited to a geological location, meaning that our engineers or our trained personnel in the States can also access the data we foresee here in Lokeren. If there's one single source of truth, there's less chances of making mistakes. On a daily basis, you win a lot of time because you don't have to go to a range of different software tools to start looking for your stuff.
When we start in an X with a 3D, we generate the drawing. Everything will be in Teamcenter, accessible for the entire company. It will be faster to work with different parts, so everything will be centralized. So also the computational effort will be in the cloud, so you can manage bigger file, you can manage bigger simulation without having a really performance machine in your hand. That means you will be faster also maybe in production in the prototype area.
We've expanded the Teamcenter environment to essentially pretty much every department that needs access to engineering data. So after the R&D division is finished with their development, this then goes on to the manufacturing department. So they can see all the drawings, all the technical data on all the sensors and bearings and bolts and screws and everything. And then it goes on to the purchasing departments. They can find our technical drawings that they need to send to suppliers. They can find it in Teamcenter and only in Teamcenter. The same for later when things go into the fields and people are on sites, they can access Teamcenter and then they can click the part and pull all information that is up to date from the cloud and from the system. We're now looking into how do we extract all the necessary data from Teamcenter and feed it into other software or other services, and how do we get the data from them and we feed it back into Teamcenter.
The financial benefit for us with this setup is that we know what we're spending. With a normal setup, you're spending money on a server and maintaining that, maybe have a backup server, make sure all the data is available everywhere at the whole time. You have to administrate that. So it's really hard to tell what is the real cost of a conventional solution. With the SaaS solution, as what is offered with Teamcenter X, it allows us to scale up, if necessary, to hold off for a while and then keep scaling on from there. The biggest advantage for me is when choosing for Teamcenter X, it's the only party that could deliver to us a solution that we trusted would work for us from the get-go.